Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a special reading for the air signs Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, and their twin flame connection. Twins, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in signing up for one of those or in making a donation, you can find that information in my Buy Me a Coffee link and my official Instagram, both listed in the About section of my YouTube page. And I thank you so much in advance. I have to tell you that I kind of tripped through that introduction. I felt like I was tongue-tied. So just right off the bat, I feel like there's been something that you've been, it's been difficult for you to say something. We'll get to it. I hope that you all are doing well. If you are unclear as to what a twin flame journey is, or you would like a little bit more of an in-depth explanation, I've included the link to Gabi Kovalenko's full-length explanation on the twin flame journey in the description box below. In a nutshell, twin flames are two people who share the same energetic soul. So one soul in two bodies. There's often a runner-chaser dynamic when the twins, the intensity between the twins becomes too much to handle. The pressure builds and twin flames go into a period of separation so that they can essentially find themselves, discover their spiritual gifts, spiritually ascend, and hopefully raise their own vibration and raise the vibration of those around them. I am a twin. I was in separation from my twin for 7 years, no contact for 5. I have recently come into union with my twin, and I do these readings to help twins everywhere navigate the journey, which is often tremendously difficult. I'm going to be using 2 decks for your reading today. The first is going to be from the Wild Unknown Archetypes deck. And the tarot portion of your reading will be from the Muse Tarot. The cards have been pre-shuffled. This is for the air signs Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, and their twin flame connection. What messages do you have for the twins in separation? Okay, well, this is really beautiful. Okay, I think this is number 29. I can read this number in this Roman numeral, and it's the Self. I don't know if you've gotten this card before. I know that I've pulled this card before, but I don't know if it's come out for your twin flame reading. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's finding the pearl, the treasure within. But, you know, the Spirit is reminding me that pearls are formed around like a foreign entity. So like when you culture pearls, it's because the oyster, I guess, had a grain of sand in their system, and the pearl is the kind of membrane or the material that the creature's body builds around that grain of sand to protect itself. So immediately Spirit is saying, what is it that you have built this wall around to protect yourself? And is it something that you can release? Because I almost see it's like from this point, everything else kind of explodes into something magical. But until that happens, it's almost like you're a shell of a person, because it's like there's this silhouette there. But then it also brings up the idea of self and other. That is a huge thing to grapple with in twin flame connection. Because here you are just minding your own business, and then one day you meet your counterpart and it's like nothing you've ever experienced in your entire life. The familiarity, the bond, the intensity, the knowingness, the deep knowingness that this person is unlike any other, that you feel like they're a part of you. But how could that be? How could it be so consuming? No one should have that much power over me. I feel like I'm getting lost within it. These are all questions that Spirit is channeling, bringing up for you right now. The whole key to the, I would say, mastery of the twin flame journey is the focus on the self, precisely. Stepping away from your twin, or using the time of separation to be able to focus solely on your own life, your own pursuits, your own spiritual elevation, and your healing. And it cannot be overstated how important it is to heal yourself. It cannot be overstated. Because if you do not make working on yourself a daily practice, it always backfires on you in your relationships, in your decision making, in your health. It backfires on you. Because every time you do something that is not within your character or being, that doesn't feel authentic to you, you can make yourself sick from it. Truly. It's like you betray yourself every time you're inauthentic to what it is or who it is that you are. But in order to figure out who it is that you are, you have to sit with self. And that's very uncomfortable. When you actually do it and you actually see how beautiful you are, how divine you are, then it's very magical. And then Spirit says, oh, they're ready. They're ready to receive, to open up all of their gifts, because twins have so many gifts. You're not on this harrowing journey for nothing. Spirit rewards twins with superpowers. I mean, when I've met a few twin flames, and I know when I meet people that have twin flames, they are powerful people. They are psychic, intuitive. They have this ability to attract people towards them. It's really quite something to behold, actually. And Spirit wants to highlight that in you, how many gifts you actually have. I don't know that you're at that point where you can see that yet, though. I mean, maybe you know that you're smart. Maybe that you're successful. But do you actually inhabit the feeling of being connected to the divine? Not sure. If I'm even asking the question, I feel like the answer is not yet, but getting there. Not yet, but getting there. I'm going to do a little bit different of a spread than I normally do. I'm going to pull 3 cards. The first one, lessons that you've learned thus far in the journey. The second card, what Spirit is teaching you now, the lesson you're learning now. And the third card, message from your twin flame. I am only taking uprights. Wow, beautiful. Okay, yeah, see. All right, let's get to it. The lessons that you've learned, 2 of materials. 2 of materials, 2 of pentacles. The multitasking, the juggling, you can see here, she's got, you know, the roses. She's standing on one foot. It's like you're super dad or super mom or superhuman, and like, wow, air sign can do anything. They can manage anything. They can juggle anything. They've got everything. They've got it all figured out. They've got it all together. Maybe that's your reputation. Maybe that's how people see you, as somebody who's got it all together, who can handle all the spinning plates, and yet the lesson I think that you're learning now is how to put some of those plates down. Should we be struggling? Do we need to be spinning a million plates to feel important? Two of Pentacles is, or two materials in this deck, is represented by these roses. Roses represent love, friendship, sweetness, this aroma of sweetness. So you multitasking has paid off. Spirit is showing me that it's like raining down, right? It's paid off for you. But I think at some point you had to realize that you couldn't keep all these plates spinning without something having to be sacrificed. And I have a feeling that that thing that was sacrificed was, in the past, your happiness. Because you see here, it's like she can't even, see how her head is like cocked back? It's like she can't even enjoy it. She can't even enjoy the fruits of her labor. She can't even enjoy the aroma of the flowers. She's not even looking at her efforts, because it's like she's been moving a mile a minute. On one foot, like balancing. 12:12 as I said that on my timer. Let's get a clarifier for the two of materials. This is for the air signs and the twin flame connection. Yeah, Four of Emotions. This is very pointed. It's a very pointed message, in that because you weren't looking, you were not able to see the bigger picture of something, right? I see this, it's this beautiful, right? It's kind of represents the twin flame connection to me. But here you are sitting inside the cup, but you couldn't see it. The Four of Emotions, Four of Cups, talks about, it can sometimes talk about apathy and complacency, and just saying, okay, I have these 3 cups here, great. I guess everything is fine. But there's this sense about you, like, isn't there supposed to be more? There's something missing. That's always the feeling with the Four of Cups. It's not my preferred card if I was to pick cards, because it always talks about like you're missing something, missing the point, missing the gift that Spirit has given you. That's the Four of Cups. There's in the Rider-Waite. Let me pull that card out. Just give me 1 second. Oh, here it is right here. In the Rider-Waite version of this, Rider-Waite-Smith version of this card, this cup is coming out of the cloud. That cloud, thank you, Spirit, represents Spirit. Spirit trying to hand you a new cup of love, a new cup of friendship, something that speaks to the heart space, but you can't see it. Your arms are crossed. Your head is down. It's like, can you see, even though it's been difficult, it's like the twin flame connection is ever present, and it supports you. And it's the gift that it's been difficult to see, but you're getting there, right? This is the lesson that you've learned. When you can release yourself from some of this multitasking, when you can put something down, then it's like you can take a time out, you can take a moment to assess what is actually going on here. I want to also point out, this feels very synchronous. This here and this here, and everything kind of radiating out from this point. There's something about a focal point or a central point, and I want to point to my solar plexus, your self-confidence, the center of self-confidence, the gut feeling, the intuition. There was a moment where you said to yourself, I mean, I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. I'm spinning the plates. I'm making it work. But there should be something a little bit more, right? I know somehow that I'm meant for more. That's something that you learned. You are meant for more, and you learned that. And what is Spirit teaching you now? It's absolutely outstanding. Outstanding. Number 4 of the major arcana, the Emperor. Absolutely outstanding. The power of all 4 kings of the tarot, the divine masculine, as the conductor of a symphony. Like really moving and shaking, CEO, boss energy, totally leveled up, totally taking charge of your life. Spirit is teaching you how to occupy this position in your life right now. The master or mistress of your own domain. The empire that you are building and have built. In the past couple of days, the singer Ray has released new music, and it's all over my interwebs. It's all over my For You page and my feed, and she's just so tremendously talented. And this card is reminding me of Ray because, one, she uses orchestras as part of her musical act and her music making, full orchestras. So she is in many ways the conductor, the songwriter, the conductor. She's the one leading the charge. But also that she moved in her own direction, because I guess the record company that she started out with, they kind of screwed her over, or they had withheld releasing one of her albums. Why, I don't know. I don't know any of that backstory. I could be paraphrasing, but this is kind of what I've read. And in order to record the album that she has just put out, she spent all of her money. She paid the bill on all of it, and she took a chance on herself, and it's paying off, because what she has produced is absolutely outstanding. I just posted something to my personal Instagram page, and just like with her new song with Hans Zimmer, and I just wrote a triumph. It's an absolute triumph of a song. And Spirit is giving me that song, that feeling, that song. I think it's called Click Clack Symphony. That song is all about getting out of the house and getting out of a depression or getting out of a sadness, being surrounded by soul tribe, believing in yourself again, even though it's like you're being dragged out, kicking and screaming, because all you want to do maybe is hide under the covers. That could have been you before, but you're not that anymore. And Spirit is teaching you the ways, teaching you how to be a better conductor, how to use your time more efficiently. Not to say that you're not, but you're not afraid now of constantly evolving, learning more, how to be more efficient, how to be more effective for yourself, for your own pursuits. And it's working. Good for you. It's working. So now we're going to get the message from your twin. Muse of inspiration, King of Wands. So the counterpart to the Emperor is the Empress, right? The Empress is not here. But if I had to choose a card that was more similar, very, very similar to the Emperor, it would be the Muse of Inspiration, or the King of Wands in this deck. Muse of Inspiration. The King of Wands is passionate and fiery, but also somebody truly a master of their element. They're passionate. Your twin is showing me they've up-leveled too. They're passionate. It's like, this is you, and they're like, come and see what I made. Come and see. Now, if you're in separation from your twin, which you probably are if you're watching this, I'm not saying reach out to your twin unless you feel like it's the right time. But you could be privy to this. And if you're not privy to this, this is why we're here, right? Your twin wants to tell you, like, I've up-leveled. I'm pursuing my passions too. I feel inspired to do so. And I'm doing it with a lot of tenacity, diligence, dedication. Because you don't reach a king level status without being a master of something. So your twin is kind of telling me that they're following their own heart as well. Let me get a clarifier for the Muse of Inspiration. Messages from your twin. 2 cards came out. Muse of Materials, King of Pentacles, so they're also doing well financially. But like all this, right? This is the twin flame journey. This is how it is. All this up-leveling your twin has done, and good for them. You want your twin to be successful. You want your twin, they are you and you are them, right? You want your twin to be successful in this life. But, and this slipped in at the last minute, 6 of Emotions, 6 of Cups. They are always thinking of you. They're always looking back, thinking of happier times. You are never far from their thoughts. There's a lot of nostalgia here. But it's interesting how many years I've owned this deck. And I'm really just now noticing that kind of Saturn-like planet. Saturn, the planet of restriction, representing Father Time. Your twin also recognizes that things have to come in due course. Let's read from the book, number 29. The self, the soul, the witness, the watcher. The self is the prism that allows the spectrum of our personalities to radiate. It does not judge, prohibit, suppress, or oppress any of its parts, as it lovingly knows that all aspects have a time and a place, and leads us to experience the full breadth of life's offerings. The self is the the self is the central abiding container, the awareness of the infinite universe of all possibilities. When this card appears, it's a call to step back in, to witness consciousness, to observe yourself navigating the world. Ask yourself, am I the stew or am I the chef? In most situations, our ego draws us into the cauldron where we swirl, spin, and smolder in chaos. Yet the self is a graceful culinary dancer, watching, waiting, observing, as the spectrum of ingredients become the flavor of our life. Look in the mirror for 30 seconds or more. attempt to see the you behind the you. It's a really difficult process. I don't know if you've ever done that, to look into a mirror and really stare at yourself, deep into your eyes, to stare at yourself. It's very unsettling after a while, because you start to realize that whatever meat suit you're in, as varied as they all are, whatever meat suit you're in, it's not the real you. These are just avatars. There is something behind it, something so profound that it's almost intimidating to look at it. And on the twin flame journey, when you look deeply at that space, there is your twin. If you can see the beauty there, then you can see the beauty of yourself. And I truly believe that. That's your reading, twins. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Please hit the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Thank you, twins.